Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Anglophile. We're in a pretty interesting situation. I thought we'd honestly be at war by now, but apparently we are not. France has, well, we've had the main event with France. We've decided to hold on to it. We could be the aggressors, so there is definitely a war brewing, but at the moment there is a truce that expires in 5 years. So hopefully by that time we'll be able to curry a couple more favors with our ally, the Austrians and the Castilians, and we will be able to absolutely annihilate the French and start to add our, to assert our dominance over them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to quickly sit back for a little. We've got a little bit of a, what's that, +2 as far as our economy is concerned. We don't really have much to worry about outside of army maintenance, but we are going to keep our guys at full. We've fallen under a personal union with Castile. War. Infidel France have declared wars upon us. Succession war as their casus belli. Well, this is not exactly the beginning we were expecting. That is not good. Well, France and England, we are a thing. Personal union with us. That is... Wait a second. Oh, no. We didn't die. They died. Oh my goodness. We're going for Castile already? Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? That's fantastic. They are... Yeah, Castilian succession war. They do not want us to have this, which is understandable, but we are ready. Who are we at war with? We're at war with purely France. We don't have Scotland to deal with at this point. Defender against them. Yeah, they're in another war, so we don't have to worry about them. Alright, let's get these troops down here ASAP. We're going to try and... What mission have we got fulfilled? We have gained permanent claims on France and start working towards the... Yeah, let's go ahead and accept. Alright, so there is our very first mission for the Anglophile achievement getting started. That's what we need. So, long story short, if we completed the 100 Years War mission, that's good. We now have to be with France. The capital must either be controlled, or provinces, or the province controller must be a subject of England or allied with us. Okay, and that would give us a casus belli for forced union on France. Oh my goodness, this could be a crazy power spike. Alright, well then, you guys are essentially our friends in this. You guys are not. We're going to go ahead and... We're going to move ourselves up over here. Hopefully our reinforcements can get there quickly. Our navies are out, which is fine. You'll go back to port, so we're not going to lose you. And who else is in this war? Technically, yeah, we're defensive, so we've automatically brought in Portugal, we've brought in Castile and Austria. Oh my goodness, this could not be any better. Alright, well then, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this war started. We do need to be careful. We don't want to lose any situation with, any of our military power against these guys. 25,000 is almost their full repertoire, so we do need to be careful. These guys, you know what? Let's go, what is it? I believe it's control right-click to use the navy. Yes, there we go. That is what we need. We need these guys to back us up as quickly as possible. Again, just double-checking that Scotland is not being called in, because that would be a problem. We need to fight these guys with overbearing power. Alright, Castile are no longer considered a great power. Well, who would have thought? And Scotland is no longer a valid rival. Alright, well, if, yeah, a power spikes like that, it's, no real surprise. So, we cannot add a rival while at war. Okay, well, we'll get to that, but we will see. Oh, and we've already got all of our troops in place. Fantastic. So, 37,000 versus 25. I think that's fairly good. Let's go ahead and see if we can stomp on them. We should be fighting their Yeah, we'll be fine. I don't see any sign of any major issues. Yep, here we go. 35,000 men. How is this first battle going? Let's also slow down to level speed 3 just to make sure. So far, we're doing alright, but it could be better. Their morale is good. They have... Oh no, we have better morale. Alright, well hopefully we can roll alright. We don't want to lose more men than necessary. We do have... Let's check our military access. These guys keep on reinforcing and I don't like that. We have access throughout all of Europe. Okay. I think what we do here is... we might take a defensive retreat. They've got the men at the moment. Our morale is about equal. I'd rather not... Yeah, I'd rather not lose more men than necessary. So let's go ahead and retreat back behind Castilian lines. Or now soon to be English line. Yeah, we'll retreat back there. Okay, so we do lose a little bit of war score, which is okay. But we are retreating, so they can't take us out. Mainly our mercenaries got beat up on pretty good, but that is why we paid for them. Alright, a disagreeing advisor. We lose prestige but gain administrative power. Yes, we're definitely going to go ahead and do that. We'll gain back a bunch of prestige from this war, and extra admin power gets us that level 4 tech sooner than later. Alright, what have we got? Lollard heresy. Oh dear. Local unrest? We'll let them be. This will hurt our opinion with France, Burgundy, and Brittany. Or we get a little bit of unrest. Plus 20 in the Lollards. Oh, okay, Sussex, Cumbria, Lancashire. How is our current situation as far as unrest is concerned? Minus 16. Okay, you know what? We're going to go ahead and stop the heretics. We're going to try and improve our relations with those other people. We don't want to set back our situation with Burgundy. So let's go ahead and stop the heretics. And hopefully that will be relatively okay. Alright, these guys are moving a little bit slow, but that's fine. These... Oh, you know what? We're going to go ahead and show the province. Let's make sure we set that to a defensive edict. Make sure that we are not giving them faster siege ticks than necessary. We're fine as far as... Yeah, Scotland is not joining in on the war, so we can probably go by and turn off a couple of forts. You know what? We'll keep our capital on just for some chance in case they can call in Scotland. We don't want them running directly on in. Alright, that'll be good. Our men are moving down. We are losing money now that we are reinforcing, which is no real surprise. They're making a little bit of progress, but not enough. Let's bring our navy out and make sure that nothing's going on there. Orleans is sieging down our other province. So let's go ahead and also chuck Picardy on defensive. Make it as difficult as possible for them to make any progress. We'll burn out all of their manpower before they do anything of any good. Alright, let's move over to a better province, I think. Oh, where's a good location? I think if we move up over there, that should be fine. Ideally, we don't want them to get that fort, but at the same time, too, I think making sure all of our men are properly enforced is far more advantageous for us in the long run. We'll slowly advance this way through. We've got Portugal helping out with some of our sieges, which is good to see. In fact, I think we might drop... Oh no, wait a second, no. I might almost move our mercenary company over here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take another siege. They can reinforce while we're on there, and we will move up onto there. Making sure that we're at least taking away some of their ability to recoup manpower and hurting their subjects just a little bit. Are they going to get that 7%er? No, okay, but they are up to 28, which is not ideal. Alright, still so far so good. What can we do? We have... Oh, move news from Burgundy. We can recall our diplomat there. We're up to 84 relations. That's not too bad. We will recall. Alright, and see how we go from there. Alright, so what have we got? England has occupied. That is what we wanted to see. We're working on that siege. How many men do we need? 7,000? Okay, that's just the right amount. And our general here has no siege ability, so it's just going to be what it is. In the meantime, what do we want to do? I think... These guys have no men. If we could... No, we can't take back any of that land from them. We're not involved in that war, unfortunately. Yeah, we're just going to have to stay where we are. All in all, we're in a pretty decent position. We will be able to get back most of our men. In fact, we should... Supply limit 23. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move forwards just a notch. Make sure that we're not taking any unnecessary attrition. Alright. We did lose our fort. Nothing we can do about that. But at least we have a decent amount of progress. Okay. So we do have war score, just through sheer numbers. How many men are we fighting? We're fighting with almost... oh my goodness. Fighting with 100,000 men already. And 30,000 infantry. Versus their... What's that? 56 and 17. That brings them up to about... What's that? 75? Yeah, about 75,000. That's a couple of men. We do need to be concerned. They do not have military tech yet, but they probably will at some point soon. I do wonder whether they... Oh, actually, no, they can't breach our walls. They don't have cannons. Alright, and here we are with the War of the Roses. Wonderful. Perfect time for a... what do we call them? Not event, disaster to strike. Right, so we have Lancaster. We will lose 2 stability and get a 401, which is 3 and... what is that? Yeah, Age of 31. We'll lose a bit of manpower and some unrest and get 19,000 in York. Over here, we'll lose 2 stability, but if we stick with Henry the 7th, a 441. And all in all, that's about the same, but far better stats. So... we may as well go ahead and lose what we want. We're going to have to worry about the rebels in Lancastershire. That is... Whereabouts are we looking? Trying to remember. Yeah, oh no, that's Leicester. Leicestershire. Is that what we're after? No, Lancaster. Whoopsie daisies. Where is Lancaster? They're further north, aren't they? Yeah, there they go. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll chuck that fort back on. We'll make sure we give it at least 1 month so we're not completely caught out. In fact, we'll do the same with our forts just to make sure that we're not in any particular trouble. Let's see, what else? We have Denmark fighting Novgorod, occupied by England. That's nice, that's what we want. These guys can still reinforce, but we're now getting too many men. How many do we need? We need to split these armies up. 23, we have 24. Okay. We'll send half of these guys over there, I suppose. And we'll keep nearby that fort. I don't see them being able to make it across the English Strait at the English Channel at any point in particular. So I'm not too concerned. Let's just give it that month to tick over. Thank you very much. All of our forts are done. Let's go ahead and support York. That 441 is definitely what we need. Alright, unrest is bad. Revolts are crazy. Man, our men are in the wrong location. Ideally, we would have been able to... Oh, wait a second. I'm just remembering, if I pay attention to the War of the Roses, how do we finish this? Yeah, fewer rebel-controlled provinces than 1, so no rebel-controlled. Spawned rebels are not pretender rebels, and the pretender is dead. Alright, well, that's going to be fun. And realistically, they're probably going to raise up more revolts. I think what we need to do here is we need to get our navy... yeah, we're going to rely upon our allies for a second here. We're going to quickly go ahead and... let's see, yeah. We're going to go ahead and use our navy to transport an army back. We have 14,000 against their 19,000. You know what? Maybe we move all of our military. Yeah, we're not going to lose any of our progress that we made over here. We'll leave our mercenaries there for now. But we will send all of our regular men to squash our problems at home. And we'll leave Portugal, Austria, and all of our other buddies to clean up the French until we've sorted that out. Okay, so what have we got here? Cardinal sins. Oh dear. A noble of the York family, a 421 with a weak claim becomes heir. We'll lose influence as well as gain reform desire. Or do we go with gain 2 papal influence? What is... We don't currently have an heir, but we're only 30 years old. And a 241 is not particularly decent. Yeah, we're going to go, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And gain some of that delicious papal influence. That should hopefully save us a little bit of trouble. Alright, France, what are you guys doing? Where are your armies? How are we doing? Yeah, our war participation, our friends are... Okay, here we go. So Genoa is involved in this war, and they're sieging down the Pope. We have nothing going on in Austria territory. And then, other than that, we haven't lost any ground outside of AN. Yeah. Okay, well, in that case, yeah, we're definitely going to go ahead and get our armies moved on up. We don't have much in the way of manpower, so we definitely need to squish these rebels and lose as fewer men as possible. Castile is taking out some of the French small stacks. That's exactly what we want to see. I'm glad to see that they are our faithful little people. Alright, and John Talbot, let's go ahead and work our way against them. We need to sort them out as quickly as possible. And it looks like that fort was definitely the right call. I think what we'll do here is the pretender rebels, so we don't really need to worry about... you know what? We don't really have to worry about them getting separatism. Yeah, let's go ahead and stand here. I'd rather not fight them in the woods, if at all possible. Cardinal Minister. Okay, what else have we got going on? Stability cost modifier, missionary strength. That's not bad. And that's for the next 20 years. Otherwise, we'll gain some prestige. Ability cost modifier is nice to have. We're going to need that, considering we're -1. Tolerance of true faith is always good. That'll keep things nice and chilled at home. And the extra papal influence is not too bad either. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and take that. Yeah, state modifier gets removed when, yeah, state religion changes. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. Oh, France intervenes. How dare they? Rise up in Bordeaux. Alright, oh no. I'm not particularly bothered by that. Our allies should be able to help us out there. We'll make sure that we take back this spot. Mercenaries are still relatively safe. Oh, Denmark's intervening. How dare they? Alright, that's that is irritating. But kind of ideal timing as far as it being within a war. So our allies, yeah, look at that. Austria is going over there to quash our rebels. Okay, sweet. So from here, let's go ahead and... I think what we need to do is we're going to go ahead and take this. I know it's a bad battle, or at least not as good as we should be going for, but it does mean that we will no longer have to worry about... as soon as we get rid of all of these, we might be able to end this disaster before it travels too much further. Alright, Pretender Rebels, that's annoying. That fight went relatively well. We didn't lose too many men, but unfortunately they are running away, so let's go and chase them down. That fort should take care of the occupation. Oh, alright, we won. That's what we wanted. War is seldom without brutality. Soldiers are not known for their mercy, but this war has seen some exceptionally vile behavior on part of our occupying force. Okay, that's not good without mercenaries. We gain 2 professionalism. Mercenary cost goes up. That is rather expensive. Or, bellum se ipsum alle. Let them take what they want. Local unrest in an area. I suppose we can do that. I don't really want to pay for more, but that army professionalism isn't too bad to have. We're currently with none. Actually, minus 15% mercenary cost is 15%. Why is that the case? Or maybe that's what happens when we reach the next level. No? What area is that in? That's in... You know what? That's France territory. I don't care if they have unrest. Let's go ahead and let them do what they want. We're not going to pay for the extra. We are a little bit short on prestige, which is not ideal. But if things keep going in our favor, we should be alright. Those rebels seem to have got taken out. We need to make sure that that is being recaptured. Again, I don't want to leave it to the fort if it's not necessary. You need that reoccupation, that would be handy. France is sending their men to the middle of nowhere. Alright, well that's not my problem. That's all that matters. We've got 24% war score, that's not too bad. We'll bring these guys. We'll bring you guys down here. In fact, yeah, Orleans has removed themselves from that fort, which is convenient. Oh. What to do here? I think we bail. I don't think it's worth losing all of our mercenaries just for a slight bit of damage to their army. Yeah, our manpower reserves... Oh, sorry, their manpower reserves aren't exactly fantastic. That is their whole army, though. I don't think they're going to come on in there, so I think we're going to have to bail. Turns out we're not going to be able to bail, so never mind then. Let's go ahead and accept the fight. It is what it is. You guys can do a little bit to their manpower, hopefully. We'll try and retreat them, but I don't think it's looking good for our mercenary stack. Yep, they got fully wiped out and only did 1,000 damage to them. Okay. Well, on the plus side, though, we're not going to be paying for their reinforcement costs. So, you know, checks and balances, swings and roundabouts. It is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and see how we're doing disaster-wise. We need fewer rebels. Where are our rebels? They are occupying Hale. Oh, darn it, they're over there. Whoopsie daisies. Yeah, we definitely need to go ahead and sort them out. That should be relatively easy to do. Our navy can bring them over there. That must have been either Denmark or one of the others that were interceding on our Pretender Rebels' behalf. That's not exactly ideal, but yeah, we've got enough men. That should be fairly easy. Austria is beating up Bourbonnais. That is nice. Wait, and they even got out of there, so they're not going to be hurt too much by this war. Or by that battle, I should say. Oh my goodness. Alright, we took some pretty heavy losses there on that fight. That's not ideal. Alright, so we have lose legitimacy and gain national unrest. Gain legitimacy and gain unrest. Ooh. What to do? Legitimacy is not too much of an issue. It is going down, but I think it will be fine. Let's see. What is our active situation? We have... War exhaustion is high. That's not ideal. War of the Roses makes things worse. Okay, so our national unrest average is plus 2.5. Okay, you know what? We're going to go ahead and go and lose legitimacy. We'll pardon them. That should make things a little bit easier. Yeah. And now all that we need to do is... Oh, retake power. Okay, and unfortunately, the Pretender, Edward, has escaped following his defeat in Dublin. Okay. I'm guessing then there's going to be another set of rebels that we're going to need to take out. Yeah, that straight... sorry, not that straight crossing, but that landing penalty was quite bad in that one. Alright, an advisor has died. That's not good. Alright, let's see. No. I'm not a huge fan of any of them, but I suppose we may as well go with the missionary strength. He is relatively cheaper. And, yeah, we still need to be making a fair bit of admin power. Land leader maneuver, that's good for York. We'll have to see. We've been caught in England. That's not good. Is there anything else we can do in the meantime? I think not. Finances report. Okay, we could repay a loan. What does our tech give us? I think our tech gives us churches, which is what we're going to need. How far away are we? 53. 4 more years at this stage. You know what? We'll repay one of the loans. And then maybe even a second one? You know what? No, we're going to extend the rest. We want to be able to make sure that our war chest is okay. We are losing a little bit of money. We should gain some back from France once we're done destroying them. But that'll be through war reparations and will take some time to recoup. Alright, titles and things. What do we wish to do? Could summon a diet. Wouldn't be the end of the world. A little bit of extra nobility loyalty wouldn't be bad. We can't take any land at the moment. You know what? We're going to hold off for a second. Stability is low. Yes, I do know that. We should probably go ahead and fix that up. That will bring our national unrest under control. But temples are really important. You know what? We're going to stay where we're at for now. Not going to sell titles. Not going to do that either. Let's just let things be. And you know what? Let's bring our army. We're going to boat bomb. That's what we're going to do. We're going to boat bomb that there. That 11,000 men. That should be rather overwhelming for them. Yeah, their men shouldn't be heading in the right direction. Yeah, they're heading in the wrong direction. We'll get the advantage. It is grasslands, unfortunately, but we should be able to wipe them out. Yeah, we're doing fairly well. Alright, and that is a stack of France's power going away. That is ideal. Alright, so what have we got here? We have France working down. We're still at 24%. How are we doing as far as war score is concerned? We have an extra 17 to gain. They're not gaining any because, okay, they need to take the capital of Toledo as the war goal. Well, I am severely doubtful that they're going to make it through all of these forts that have 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, there's no way that they're going to survive this. Let's bring... Do we go ahead and start to take France? Take the fight to France, I should say. I think we do. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to chill for a second. We're going to let our army recoup a little bit of manpower. We're rather weak. Oh, 13 in Lancaster. Darn it, the Pretender has reared his ugly head. Let's go and return. And we'll let that time out. Hopefully our men will get there first and we will gain the defensive terrain. That is what we're hoping for. So what is it? I think we normally have 3 months, so that's 1. And yeah, our men will get there in time. Okay, so that is how many? 13,000 Pretender rebels. Okay. We should be able to withstand. Let's go ahead and shift consolidate. Make sure our lines are fine, and here we go. Alright, we have the advantage. They have the minus terrain. Here we go. If we can just kill off the Pretender, we will be done with some of this nuisance, and we may even get some of our manpower back, because our nation is no longer divided. Alright, they did not all die. They need to go over to Chester. Let's fix that up. Come on, you guys. What we need. There we go. And now we'll go ahead and... Whoops, I hit the consolidate button. That is whoopsie daisies. Oh man, now we've got to pay for more troops. Oh well. We'll go ahead and bring... What's that? These guys. You guys can reclaim that territory. That wasn't exactly ideal on my end. We're going to be a little bit shy on things. Portugal, Foy, and France. That's who are we fighting? Oh yeah, no, we are. Oh no, wait, no, France. Portugal's in trouble. Yeah, that's not ideal. But Austria is at least on their capital, so that's going to go well. Even though we're going to lose a little bit of manpower, or sorry, Portugal's going to lose a bit of manpower. They'll be fine. Castile is still enough to go toe-to-toe with France. So, honestly, our involvement is not exactly necessary. But of course, we do want to get things done in a timely manner, so we will try and get that done. Alright. Lancaster is done here. How are we doing? Oh, there we go. War of the Roses. We have finally found and slain that uppity fellow. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, end of War of the Roses. We gain a stability and 50 prestige. That is super helpful. I do wonder whether we spend a little bit of admin power just for the extra admin. Sorry, for the extra stability, but I think at this point the tech is far more important. So we'll just go ahead and take it as is. Fantastic. And then there goes War of the Roses. That gives us extra Healy legitimacy and AE impact. Alright, I think we'll save that before the very end of the war, just in case we can try and settle things a little bit better. Alright, Rise of a Dynasty. We have... Oh my goodness. Sheffield. All these things will gain a lot of unrest. Or we can gain a Tudor as with a stability, a 342 becomes heir at age 24. Ooh. Do we go for a Henry Tudor? I don't mind the York. 441's not bad. 342 is less than ideal. That's a 7-9. I guess that is about average. It's not the end of the world, and it will give us a free stability. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and put a Tudor in line for the throne. There's no guarantee that he survives. He could always have an event, but that does help boost our stability and keeps our nation nice and chilled. Yeah, if we check out our unrest, we are fine. That's what we want to see. Let's go ahead and unite them. Let's bring... Where do we go? I think we're going to quickly sail on down. The Austrians could do with a little bit of help, but I don't think we have the right situation there. We have about a 50-50 limit on our infantry to cavalry ratio, so if we lose a bunch of men, which would not be very hard, we're going to be in some trouble. In fact, you know what? To make up for that, we're going to go ahead and... I think we disband a couple of cavalry. Yeah, we're going to select these guys. We're no longer going to pay for you. Not just are you expensive. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to disband you. We're just going to move you from that army. So yeah, deselect you, keep you together. They should be able to merge it. Oh, wait a second. We'll just keep you there. Okay, we'll Deselect you, select you. There we are. Get you all sorted as you should be. And yeah, sail you on down. So that way, if we do lose a couple of men when we first go into battle, we're not going to be fighting with a malice the whole way through, which would be less than ideal. France is unfortunately beating up a little bit of Austria. Austria seems to have a couple of rebels as well. They're seeming to be going through something at the moment. They don't have a stack of men, but they do have good manpower. France's manpower is almost non-existent. Okay, I think this is the point where we can finally turn the tide. But I think that we're going to finish this in the next one. It's been a little bit more difficult since the War of the Roses popped on up. So I think we'll come back and finish off France in the very next one. So again, if you do want to continue with the series, the best way to catch all future content is to hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.